Welcome to today's deep dive. You know that feeling when you're standing in a crowded room holding some lukewarm drink and a stranger approaches and you just know with absolute certainty they are about to ask you that one dreaded question.
Oh, yeah. The classic, so what do you do?
Exactly. The inevitable, exhausting resume dump.
It is exhausting. It's like playing this game of conversational chess where both people only know how to move their pawns. Like we crave real connection, but we just default to this safe, kind of sterile data exchange.
We really do. So, our mission today is exploring a cure for that exact kind of digital networking and dating fatigue. We're looking at a real world experiment that completely re engineers how we break the ice.
Right. The Southern Seasons and Swift Sparks speed mingle.
Yes. And to be super clear here, this is not, your typical awkward speed dating scenario.
No, not at all. It's this dynamic social mixer that's specifically engineered to bypass the boring professional pitch. It's all about bringing out who someone really is.
And the setup itself is honestly fascinating. Like, picture the room. You've got these groups of 4 to 6 people gathered at tables. The energy is buzzing. And then a host actually rings a bell.
Right. To trigger the rotation.
Yeah, this highly organized rotation system. People are switching up by gender or like name tag numbers or colors for these rapid 10 to 15 minute chats.
Which is a great start, but giving someone a time limit doesn't automatically make them interesting.
Right. So how do they stop a room full of strangers from just, reverting right back to standard small talk?
Well, they introduce a circuit breaker. So every station uses this 54-card deck called 52 plus 2, the card game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was engineered by communication experts specifically to derail that whole what do you do for work crutch.
Okay, so instead of asking about someone's commute, you're pulling from a category. Like, I think one is called cringe or cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where you have to rate ridiculous pickup lines. Or there's one called no, no,
Yeah.
which brings up sensitive topics, but it's designed to foster understanding without, turning into a massive, heated debate.
Wait, so I have a question about that. By forcing people to stick to a rigid deck of prompt cards,
Yeah.
aren't you kind of just replacing one script with another? I mean, how does restricting what they can say actually create more authentic freedom?
Well, that's the brilliant part. When you remove the pressure of having to invent the conversation yourself, you basically short-circuit the brain's standard social anxiety loop,
Oh, I see.
right? Because the card dictates the topic, so a high-stakes interaction suddenly just turns into a collaborative game.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you aren't judging each other on job titles or demographics anymore. You're connecting over humor and quick thinking and actual chemistry. The constraints actually lower your neurological defenses.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see how gamifying the chat lowers the stakes. But let's say you've just had this highly revealing, hilarious 15-minute chat. You're laughing, there's a spark. Now comes the universally dreaded moment. The rejection anxiety.
Oh, the terrible can I get your number for
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
Right.
How on earth do they handle that?
By banning it entirely.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they use a system called Smart Sync. And the absolute golden rule of the night is that asking for contact info during the event is strictly off limits.
Wow. Okay.
You go by your first name only, and you discreetly log who you clicked with on your phone, and if the match is mutual, a private chat unlocks, but only after the event.
And that applies to all tracks.
Yep, whether you're there for networking, friendship, dating, or just casual fun. Same rules.
I do have to push back a little here, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we're trying to cure digital fatigue, right? Doesn't using a web app on your phone during an in-person mixer kind of defeat the whole purpose of unplugging?
It might seem like a contradiction at first, yeah, but the technology here acts as boundary setter, not a distraction. I mean, face-to-face rejection is terrifying.
It really is.
So by outsourcing that specific fear to an app, you completely change the dynamic of the room. People aren't spending the last 2 minutes of their chat just sweating over asking for a number.
Oh, I see your point. Yeah, if the app is doing all the dirty work of potential rejection, it frees up the human to just focus entirely on being present.
Exactly. It is organized chaos, but you maintain total control over your privacy. The app just takes the pressure off, so the in-person moments can just be genuinely fun.
It really is a masterclass in reinventing how we meet each other. And for anyone listening who wants to test this out, they're running the Southern Seasons and Swift Spark Speed Mingle on September 8th, 2026.
Yeah, the evening starts with a sip and mingle at 6:45 p.m. right before the Fast Track 5 grounds kick off.
And it's happening at Cahaba Brewing Company in Birmingham, Alabama. You can track down the exact registration link over on the Speed Mingle website. Just head to thisSpeedMingle.com/events/southern-seasons-swift-sparks-speed-mingle.
It is definitely a bold experiment in human connection.
Which brings us right back to that lukewarm drink and the dreaded opening question we started with. We want to leave you with this to ponder. If you were suddenly dropped into a rapid conversation with a total stranger and you were strictly forbidden from mentioning your job or the weather, what is the very first thing you would want them to know about you?